So we're supposed to be getting a new Wolverine game sometime in the future. I don't think it's going to come out anytime later in 2024. We might get it in 2025, but I don't know. I'm just crossing my fingers on that. But a lot of people aren't sure when this game is actually going to be released because of, I guess, the hack that took place back in December. Hackers had basically got access to classified information surrounding this game. They leaked a bunch of screenshots and all that stuff, and it was something that was a big deal. And I think it was trending on social media at the time. But something else that has recently happened is that gameplay footage recently leaked as well. And honestly, the gameplay footage looked a lot better than I expected. And basically it looks like this game might possibly be M rated, because what I saw in the gameplay leak on, I guess, I saw this on Twitter slash X. Basically, Wolverine was killing people with his claws. So this looked like this might be a M-rated game, which is actually pretty cool because you don't see too many of those with Marvel characters or Marvel games for that matter. Because I know Marvel Spider-Man 1 and 2 were both T-rated, and despite its T rating, for the most part, it both of those games did pretty well in terms of success. In fact, they were huge, like successes in terms of sales on the PS4 and on the PS5, respectively. And honestly, Spider-Man's obviously a bigger name than Wolverine. I mean, they're both pretty big names. They're both legendary. They're both iconic. But you know, Spider-Man for the most part, he sells, whether it be movies, whether it be video games. His stuff for the most part has always been popular, like dating back to like the 90s and the 2000s in relation to video games. Um, I think, Spider-Man's probably one of the best things that Marvel has going right now. And I do feel that like now it seems like Wolverine is being isolated from the rest of the X-Men squad, and they're trying to like kind of like make him the next, big name in Marvel, or they're trying to push him to be another big name in Marvel in the sense where they want to focus more on him and his stories and his enemies and all that stuff. um, I mean, I can see like, add enemies and adversaries like Omega Red and Sabretooth, being in this game. I mean, they gotta be in this game because those are like two of Wolverine's like, biggest, adversaries. So I could picture them being in this game. And I'm not exactly sure what to expect for the story, but I feel like if it's done right, it's something that could like definitely capture the attention of a lot of people and make people like interested. And they have to do this game like, Marvel Spider-Man or Marvel Spider-Man 2, where it's like, the story is compelling, but at the same time, there's also a lot of cool things to do on the side. And it being M-rated, I think, makes this even more, like, appealing to young adults for the most part, because this is the type of stuff that, young adults like. They like blood, they like gore, whether it be like a regular action adventure game or whether it be Call of Duty, that's what young adults really like for the most part, and I feel like that's what Sony is trying to do with this game. They're trying to reach out more towards young adults, and, I do feel like this game is gonna be one that does pretty well for the PlayStation 5. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna do as good as Marvel's Spider-Man 2, but I do feel that it'll end up being one of the top, superhero video games, published by Sony. But the thing is, we still have no idea when this game is going to come out, and hopefully we have a time frame for its release sometime in the near future.